You are as a team.
I think you basically know already your identity, the pace you want to play at, obviously the development of the younger guys, and your chemistry is always ongoing.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. We've got Jalen Brunson. Anunoby out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Kessler screen on Brunson. They grab their own miss. Outside for Sexton. Markkanen sets the pick for Sexton. Over Hart. That one's in. His first shot this game.
Well, he knows he can make it from there, so he shoots that one with confidence. Sexton looking very, very self-assured right now.
Pass to Bridges. Brunson outside. Latrey gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Outside, George. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Rebounded by Hart. For the Utah Jazz, they come in off a loss to the Spurs. Bridges outside. Pass to Towns. Over Sexton. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
So skilled working inside. Towns knows how to operate down low.
It's George on the wing. Brunson covering. Sends the ball no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Now, here is George. 12 points his last outing. From past the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. Anunoby has the open look. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with the team. November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at Utah, they were hoping to get off to a better start to the season. Things are still early, so they still may have a chance.
And I think for the Jazz, they haven't gotten anything to go their way here early on. What do they have to do to turn this thing around?
I don't think there's any one thing that's going to suddenly solve all these problems, but the number one thing is just to relax. They're trying so hard to right the ship, and you can see how much it's affecting their play. You can't be thinking and playing at the same time.
Now, here's Sexton. And we know he can score. He's averaging around 21.5 points a game. One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Great Colin Sexton, still so young. He entered the league when he was just 19.
Yeah, drafted back in 2018. Sexton has a few years left in his 20s, So you expect him to continue to expand his game and improve on both ends.
Well, Greg, over the last few seasons, one area of consistency for the Jazz has been their rebounding.
Yeah, and they have some size, and they make controlling the boards a focal point. When you're playing Utah, you better be ready to put a body on somebody.
Free throw good, Sexton.
Well, Sexton has the kind of ability out there where he's shifty and fast and strong, can make some exciting plays happen for his team.
And Sexton drops them both. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks, guys. The Knicks went all in this summer, trading with their rivals, the Brooklyn Nets, for Mikal Bridges. In reuniting a core that won collegiate championships together, they hope to replicate that success at this level. And now with perhaps the league's top defensive wing tandem, they'll have a chance.
A big-time move for sure. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Towns. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Now Sexton. Outside, Markkanen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. 3-point lead. In the corner, it's Bridges. Wing shot on the way. The rebound by the Jazz. Kessler's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. George passes to Sexton. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. 6 points for Colin Sexton. Brunson kicks to Bridges. Bridges a screen on Sexton. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Shoots from the line. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Anunoby.
Well, if the defense is going to give Bridges a lot of looks like this, he's got to continue to knock them down.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Let's see some of the numbers here for Miles McBride.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
On defense, the Knicks. It's a 3-point game. From deep, George. It's good for a second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Got to fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Now here's Towns. Against Phoenix, he was really on his game. Shot clock at 6. Hart the pass to Towns. Stolen by Kessler. Markkanen against Anunoby. Sexton for 3. It's rebounded by New York. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Yeah, never stopped working. One of those games where just everybody was making shots, continual flow, and a very professional win.
And Utah has possession. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. 3-pointer. And that one's good. George has got 9 points. Knicks trail by 3. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Brunson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Keontae George picks one up. Brent, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I think it amazes both of us that Jalen Brunson fell to the second round, the 33rd pick back in 2018. So with that in mind, how has he overcome the doubters?
Well, the first thing he got was opportunity, Kevin, and that's all you can ask for as a young player. What he was able to do in Dallas opened up the eyes of a lot of people to what he was capable of as a point guard in the league. But trust me, Jalen Brunson has never stopped believing in his ability and confidence to dominate a game the way that we've seen him do that in the past couple of seasons.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Filipowski, he's checked in for Walker Kessler. And it's John Collins in for Lauri Markkanen. He doesn't get the second one. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Anunoby, good.
Really solid in the catch-and-shoot game. Anunoby always ready to fire.
And so George will bring it up for the Jazz. Outside, Sexton. George sets a screen for Sexton. Rebounded by Hart. New York's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you. And George gets it to go.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Hart finds Brunson. Hands the 12-footer. Brunson's got 6.
That's a tough distance to master, but Brunson making that mid-ranger look good.
Outside, Sexton. For 3. That shot misses.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Hart against Collins. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession.
And now a moment to see the stats for Sexton. This last month, he's been positively spectacular. Right around 21 points per, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. And, guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
The Jazz making a switch here. Juzang's checked in. Achua, he's checked in for New York. Miles McBride comes in for Josh Hart. And that one's good. Brunson. And it's 8 points here for Jalen Brunson.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Outside, George. Collins, a screen on Brunson. George passes to Collins. And talking about the Knicks, GA, do you feel they took a step forward last season?
I do. I mean, losing in 7 in the conference semis with all the injuries they had. That really kind of set them back. They ended that Game 7 with the Pacers missing 4 of their starting 5. So no doubt expectations will be high.
No good on the free throw.
Watch Collins night in and night out, and when he's fully engaged, there's some ferocity behind his play.
For the Jazz, Mikhailuk is checked in, and it's Collier in for George. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
And what I appreciate about Collins is he plays his role well, and an efficient player because of it.
From deep, Brunson. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. Juzang passes to Collins. Stolen by Brunson. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Pass to Achua. Here's Brunson. Five on the clock. McBride with the ball. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. Second, the Knicks.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
The Jazz have gone 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Knicks with the lead. Brunson with it. He's picked up by Collins. Some nice passing by New York here. Now here's Brunson. Tight defense on him. Collins grabs the miss.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Collier. He has yet to score. 1:37 left here in the opening quarter. Brunson, that's a 2-pointer. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
He's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back, let him try to find his range.
Outside Collins. Down low. Unloads from 9, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
A little playmaking there from Collins. Nice to see him setting others up.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Now let's go to David Aldridge, who had a chance to talk with head coach Will Hardy.
We talked about facing a point guard like Jalen Brunson, and he told me Jalen's got a great sense for angles and knows how to attack if anyone's out of position. Have to stay disciplined on defense. Of course, Brunson will be the focus of their attention tonight. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
For Brunson. And such a great distributor and decision maker among the top 10 in assists per game.
And the only way you average top 3 in points if you have that scorer's mentality. He knows he's the go-to guy. And everyone else knows it as well. 1:02 left in the first quarter. Here's Achua. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this is the resiliency you'll get from Achua when he's this close to the basket. He can handle that contact.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
At the line for one.
Precious Achua plays with some serious fire. I mean, he's the type of guy you love having in your locker room.
There's 49 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Collins. Missed inside.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively. Not getting old here, seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Here's Collier following the score by New York. Pass to Filipowski. Now here's Collins. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Collier. Robinson pulls it in. Brunson outside. Shoots over Filipowski. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for New York.
How about the ball movement so far? I mean, the unselfishness, everyone here just playing for one another, and that can be infectious.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Hart. Karl Anthony Towns is out there with Achua. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's McBride in at the point. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean in to what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
New York with the ball. Pass to Hart. And here's Towns. No good from outside. Here's Collier. Defended by Hart. That's tipped. And now the Knicks on the break. Here's McBride. And there's the lay-in. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Great effort and gets in a little razzle-dazzle at the end of that one.
Yeah, why not? Show a little creativity, get inside, move that ball around, just make sure you score.
Here's Collier. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. On the wing, Anunoby. Lets it go with a 3. And McBride gets it to go. And it's a 6-point Knicks lead.
Off the pass from Hart, he's made major strides playmaking-wise, turning himself into a more complete offensive player.
Picked by Markkanen. Here's Collier. The Jazz with another miss.
Man, you get so caught up in the bravado of someone scoring on you and you wanting to even the score. Unfortunately, he couldn't answer back.
Towns finds Achua. Here's Anunoby. From outside, off the mark. Jazz have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. And they double up Markkanen. Collier cranes the three-pointer. Collier's got his second bucket of the night.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Anunoby outside. Here's Hart. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hart's got the lead back up to 6 now for New York. The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite. He's got that strength, he's got the wingspan, he's got great instincts, and he is daunting for any would-be scorer that wants to put points on the board.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for the Jazz. Keontae George comes in for Collier. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. There's a screen by Achua. Hart, no good. Jazz trail by 6. Markkanen kicks to George. Here's Sensabaugh. Still yet to score. Pass to Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. And here's George for 3. It's rebounded by New York. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just two powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the two games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team.
It's your Utah Jazz Jets.
Love stats. Here are some numbers for Markkanen. Putting up about 18 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does a great job of just attacking the glass, really determined to track it down.
Anticipation, when it comes to rebounding, that can separate elite ones from average ones.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Sexton. And a moment to check out now what Utah has coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Denver Nuggets.
And for that game against Los Angeles, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
You know, Brent, Josh Hart has been a contributor at the many stops in his NBA career.
Sometimes you have to wait to find your home, Kevin. That's been the case for Josh, but he has always contributed to winning. And now he's locked into this role where he is flourishing. This guy has all the tools to go out there and do little things every night that help your team be in a position to win games.
The first one falls for him.
Yeah, I know this gets said a lot. Josh Hart plays with heart. It's true, though. This guy's a fantastic competitor, plays with energy on both ends, and it's infectious for his teammates.
Both good from the line that time. Jazz trail by 8. George passes to Kessler. Hart against Sexton. Rebounded by Hart. Knicks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Some nice passing by New York here. Towns sets the pick for Hart. New York, no good that time either. For Utah, they've gone only 2 of 7 from the field since the second quarter got underway. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
D.A., it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much.
And we just saw Cat at his best, pounding the paint, finishing near the rim.
On the wing, Markkanen. To the inside, Sexton draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
At the line for 1, Collin Sexton.
1 shot.
Free throw good, Sexton. New York leading by 5. Outside, Towns. Launches it. And it's Anunoby. That time on the assist by Towns. Anunoby's got 9 points.
Man, he is in the zone right now on offense, guys, building off that efficient first quarter.
Right side, Sexton. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Josh Hart.
Sexton, not one of the bigger guards in the league, but he plays with a tremendous tenacity.
Shooting 2. Taking 2 shots.
We got this.
And he makes the first. A different look for New York. Robinson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Achua. And so he hits both.
And just doing a much better job of getting to the line this quarter than he did in the first.
Pass to Anunoby. Now Hart. Now here's Bridges. 6 on the shot clock. Great open look there. Bridges has got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Oh, how about the ball handling from Bridges? Just taking his time in that pick and roll.
Here's Sensabaugh. Defended by Bridges. Three-pointer, Markkanen. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Outside, Robinson. Bridges deciding where to go with it. From deep. Kessler with the rebound. Jazz trail by 5. Pass to George. Outside, Markkanen. And the 3 off target.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Jazz have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good. Jalen Brunson. He's checked in for Hart. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Bridges outside. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. New York, no good that time either.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Outside, George. Pass to Filipowski. And he gets the bucket. Filipowski's got his second basket of the night. The Knicks have gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. Brunson kicks to Anunoby. That falls. Nice speed that time from Brunson. Brunson's got his 4th assist in this one. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz, trailing by 4. To the middle. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here's Brunson. He's got 8. Oh, Brunson wheeling his way in there.
Now that takes such tenacity just to get in there. Brunson battling through the inside contact.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Filipowski. And here's Collins. Takes the 3. Bridges with the board. McBride with the ball. Back to Bridges. Brunson outside. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
You cannot afford to do that when you're in an opponent's building. You got to knock down free throws. That cost them.
New York leading by 4. Robinson passes to McBride. Bridges outside. Anunoby with the screen for Bridges. Hits it from 3-point range. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And that's a shot Bridges needs to just keep sinking. You can see his confidence growing.
Here's George. And he makes good on the layup.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Anunoby outside. Bridges outside. The 3-pointer no good. Jazz trail by 5. It's George on the wing. Brunson covering. Releases. And it's George missing.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Pass to Robinson. Robinson sets a screen for Bridges. Bridges missing again.
Yeah, and that 3-point shot, it really has looked awful here in the second quarter. It hasn't stopped him from attempting them, but it's time to maybe find something else to do.
Now, here is George. 13 points in the game. Here's Filipowski. Collins wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. Brunson outside. 26 seconds left to play here in the half. Stolen away.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
The Jazz have been getting it done at the line, 10 for 12.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. He hits both from the stripe. The Knicks leading by 3. Brunson outside. Here's McBride. No good on the last second attempt there. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Nick lead by 3. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot. Here with Tom Thibodeau. Coach, what has gone well for your team in the first half?
Started making plays, play unselfishly, force the defense to shift, attack, get downhill, then make a play.
Your guys followed the instructions to the letter. Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Welcome to this early season edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Before we analyze that first half, we get to check out the power rankings.
Looking at the Knicks, they've moved up to the 4th spot. Check that out. But if you were talking about medals, they're below gold, silver, and bronze. So what would that be, Shaq?
Well, good question, Kenny. Maybe 10 or wood?
No, not wood.
Or paper mache?
No.
Now we're talking.
And we return our attention to tonight's featured game as the Knicks had a closely contested first half.
This has been a display of what we often talk about on this show. Unselfish ball movement usually leads to better shots. Now, I could say this. They're generating a lot of clean looks, guys.
Yeah, it's tough to beat a team that's in sync. Big advantage in the assist column. Check that out. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Jazz trail by 3. The guard pair, it's George and Sexton. Lauri Markkanen is out there with Walker Kessler. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. And that's the group for Will Hardy as they begin the second half. That one good for 2. Markkanen's got 7.
And Markkanen really that time going strong.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for New York.
And what I love about Markkanen, he takes care of the basketball. And that's a result of being patient, playing smart, and just generally getting his points within the flow of the offense.
And here's George. After OG Anunoby made that last three-pointer. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's rebounded by Brunson.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage. Look.
And Towns gets it to go.
I mean, in a word, resilient. When you think about his interior scoring ability, Towns is able to power through the defense for that one.
Sensabaugh, and the rejection by Towns. Here's Hart. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact is on Colin Sexton. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for the Knicks, Josh Hart. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And he makes both free throws. Jazz trail by 8. Pass to Sensabaugh. Outside, Markkanen. Outside, Sexton. 6 to shoot. Kasora screen on Hart. And they get it back. Here's George. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, starting the half here 1 for 5, and the offense might need an ironing out.
For New York, they have shot 6 of 7 at the line.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good.
And a lot of appreciation about OG's game, right? A hard-nosed defender who can also get you buckets at times. He's always willing to outwork you.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Jazz trail by 10.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Markkanen kicks to George. Off the run, and Lauri Markkanen good for 3. Markkanen's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, it's not a secret that Markkanen can stroke it from long distance, and that ability, that's going to help open up the floor for his teammates.
Brunson scanning the floor. Clock at 6. Towns against Kessler. And it's sent back by Kessler. Pass to George. Hard against Sexton. To the paint. And stolen by Anunoby. And here comes the break. That's good from Bridges on the assist by Anunoby. Bridges has got 9.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Jazz have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Will Hardy calls timeout here. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy.
Let's make some noise. Coming out to the floor of the Jazz High Squad. On the floor now, your High Squad. Get loud and let them in. It's time for completion.
we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You look at the Knicks. So far, they've got the 4th best record in the conference.
And seeing where the Knicks are, not a perfect start to the season, but they're in a position where all it takes is one modest winning streak to jump into that top spot.
They're lacking a little bit of fire so far this year, and we've seen that before. For a team of their caliber, it can be tough to maintain that intensity for each and every game in the early part of the going.
Now, here's Sexton. 15 points in the game. Outside, Markkanen shoots over Anunoby, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
Just a lights-out shooter. Focus from Lowry is great.
Bridges outside. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Knicks lead by 9.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Markkanen sets the pick for Sexton. Over Hart. And it falls over the rim and in. Sexton's got 17.
When you get physical like that, I don't think Sexton minds it all that much, able to play through it.
Bridges outside. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Greg, since getting traded in 2023, Mikal Bridges' scoring numbers have exploded.
Yeah, Bridges, the main piece of that deal, sending Kevin Durant to the Suns. Mikal scored 26 a game down the stretch for Brooklyn that year, taking his game to another level.
First free throw is good.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
The shot by Sexton, no good. New York leading by 8. Towns kicks to Bridges. Now Hart, 7 points in the game. Towns is doubled. And the basket is good.
Yeah, an incredible offensive force. Towns showing that strength and touch off. This guy can do it all.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction, a prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
Pass to Markkanen. Off target from outside. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 17-7 run. Bridges outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And, you know, he's a threat from deep, no doubt about it, but it just has not been there for him tonight. You might want to change your game plan a little bit offensively.
Well, this is the one guy you did not want to see get started. He started.
Here's Bridges. Following the basket by Colin Sexton. New York, no good that time either.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Now, here's Sexton. 19 points in the game. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Sexton's got 22.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Robinson comes in for Towns. And it's Achua in for OG Anunoby. Here's Brunson. 10 points for him. Pass to Hart. New York moving it around. Achua kicks to Bridges. It's good from long range. Bridges has got 6 in the quarter.
Mikal really showing a nice confidence in that shot right there as his shooting percentages are trending up.
Collins looking around. Here's Filipowski, guarded by Robinson. The shot by Filipowski, no good.
I get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Pass to Brunson. Rebounded by the Jazz. Here's Collier. He's got 6. Here's Sexton. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Got to be cautious around Sexton. He's very good at seeking out contact and did it there.
Free throw good, Sexton. And the Knicks making a change here. McBride's checked in. And Sexton drops them both. New York leading by 7. Pass to Achua. McBride with the ball. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Misses the wing jab.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Here's Collier. And once again, off the mark by Utah. The Knicks have gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. Now McBride. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Filipowski passes to Collins. Here's Collier. Brunson covering. Pass to Filipowski. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And Utah making a change here. Juzang's checked in.
Shooting 1.
On the free throw, no good. The Knicks leading by 5. And here is Achua. Bridges inside the three-point line. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Bridges finding his spot, and his team finds him with the ball. Good mechanics there, too.
Outside Collins. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
And the Jazz with possession here. 7-point differential. Collins passes to Juzak. Here's Collier. Brunson covering.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Collins grabs the miss.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
McBride passes to Bridges. And he gets it to go. Bridges has got 17 now.
Well, he doesn't look satisfied with the lead right now. He wants more, and he looks like he's going to get it.
Pass to Filipowski. Six to shoot. Here's Collier. Brunson covering, and it's Collier missing. The Knicks leading by 9. Achua kicks to Brunson. On the wing, Bridges. And it's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Robinson misses. Utah's gone 2 of 5 with a three-point shot since coming out of the break. A pull-up, and there's Brunson. That's good on the assist by Robinson.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
The Jazz shooting 41% from the floor so far in the third. Here's Collier. 6 points for him. Driving inside to end the cold streak. It's rebounded by New York. Achua's got 5 rebounds tonight. Robinson passes to Brunson. Robinson down low. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game.
And how about the numbers here from Mikal Bridges? Averaging about 23 points per, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And so much of what they do on offense depends on how he plays.
But he attracts serious attention